chip blocks. That came up this week, man. I remember I got chipped so fucking hard by Eddie Lacy in preseason. I was mad at him for like 6 months. I think I saw him at a nightclub a year later and was like, hey, man, you chipped the fuck out of me last year. What was that about?
You were walking by him to the bar and you gave him a fucking shoulder?
No, because it's
fucking payback.
The way I feel about it is all is fair in love and war. But Micah Parsons kind of does have a point. Like this guy gets home and you should really be celebrating the fact that he's like an alien out there. He's the most unblockable guy that you might see on a Sunday. And
he played a really good game.
He played really well.
And he rushed really well. And then they took a tough loss and he immediately took to Twitter. Whoa. And that was one of the funniest exchanges I've ever seen, dude. We live in an era. I feel like Twitter has evolved. Like maybe, I don't know, man. It seems like a new thing where like guys are kind of actively talking shit to each other. We're watching it unfold live on social media after games. And it's a fucking real treat, man. It is fun. I saw that and I was like, is this a joke? And then people were chiming in. I mean, I can't get enough of it, man. I feel like a little bit like the WWE.
It's this league, bro. It's major this league energy from the NFL. It's all because PFF was gassing a chip block. Like, that's it. I mean, I think Micah Parsons, it's coming from a place of, like, don't miseducate these people. It's not a pancake. Don't use pancake emojis on the fucking play. It's not a matchup that Leonard Fournette won. They're taking a shot at the best player on the field, and they caught him when he wasn't looking. And, right. I get that he's kind of pissed about that.
I would be, too. He got smacked, and it sucks. And then the worst part is, like, listen, if you have PFF, you're already upset about that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure he fucking probably graded out great. Like, he played really well. But
I'm sure PFF gave him like a 73. Exactly. Anyways, so Von Miller chimes in, and Von Miller's like, yo, they should take that out of the game. And at first I'm like, all right, we're getting a little carried away here because, I was mad at fucking Eddie Lacy, but I didn't write my senator. Now I totally get it, though, the more I thought about it, because what other play in football are you able to launch into somebody's head and neck area and it actually gets celebrated out in the open? Are they going to fine Leonard Fournette? No, they're not, because he's an offensive player. And my question is, I watched football all weekend, okay? I saw them protect Baker Mayfield in the end zone. A guy landed on Baker Mayfield in Carolina, flag. I saw Brian Burns engaged in the same game. Brian Burns engaged with Jedrick Wills and taps Jacoby Brissett in the helmet. Jacoby Brissett wasn't supposed to take snaps this year. That's my guy. But who are we protecting here? How much money is Micah Parsons worth to the fucking league? He's the best player on the team in your biggest market that's dying right now from a football standpoint. And you can't protect this guy? Yeah. You can't protect some of the most expensive guys on the field. Follow the money. Okay, well, I understand like protecting quarterbacks, but protect the fucking edge rushers too. So, and I know Jeff Schwartz, my guy, was like, whoa, ends run in and crash into they run in and crash into the guard on ETs, end first, tackle second stunts. And that's true. Sometimes we'll do pick stunts to pick off the guard.
But you're on the same level. It's not the same. A running back's coming out of the backfield with full head of steam, and lining you up, and you're not even like, you're looking at the man that you're rushing. You're not like, you can kind of see that flash. You kind of won me over on this, dude, because I was completely on the other page when we started this conversation, and you're on.
My thing is, if we're litigating football the way we do litigate football, we should. I'm with Von Miller, dude. I am fucking with you, Von. At first, I was like, all right, well, let's not get greedy because I've gotten the fuck chipped out of me. But but there's no other play in football that we allow people to tee off on defenseless players, engaged defenseless players, not to mention some of those valuable people on the field to the league and to their teams. So to Von Miller, I say, you're a thinking man. I'm a simpleton.
That take, Chris?
Yeah, it's a good take. I feel good about that take. Okay,
that was thoughtful. I like that. Thank you. You won me over.
All right, 689-278-3030. Okay.
Hey, it's Ocho. You reached the Man Ratings Adjuster hotline. Leave a detailed message telling us who you think should have a higher rating and why.
Hi, this is Chris Long, former defensive end in the NFL. I used to rush the passer a lot, and let me just tell you, I was once like a 90 in your game. I could never do anything that Micah Parsons can do. I was supposed to leave my age. I'm 37. You guys are a bunch of idiots, honestly. I used to play for the Eagles. I'm not even a Cowboys fan. In fact, I kind of hate them. he's just like 10 points better than anybody on that team. I mean, like I saw some of your other ratings. I wasn't going to call you, but Micah Parsons left the number on Twitter. So I decided that I would call and give you a piece of my mind. And Chad Johnson's on your answering machine. Chad Ocho Cinco, he's a friend of the program. He would never fucking rate Micah Parsons an 88. What are you guys smoking over there?
Hey, tell him about Billy Turner. Try to get swag up.
Yeah, and Billy Turner needs a higher like swag rating. Did you see him on the sideline Monday night? Guy's got sauce. He's got drip. You guys need to fix some shit. You know, I wasn't going to call you about anything else, but I mean, Micah Parsons is an alien. Okay, give you new ankle flexion. Ever heard of it? Guy can run 6 inches off the ground.
Chip awareness is like a 45 overall, though.
Okay, Beau. We want to have Micah Parsons on the show one day. I'm done. Is there like a limit on this message? Because I could go on. How about the spin move that he hit on Joe Haig the other night? I could tell you how it feels to do a spin move. You got to put a stab into somebody's chest, or you got to chop down on their outside hand. Micah Parsons just ran up and spun in place inside of Joe Haig and then turned the corner inside, dude. Like, what more do you want from this guy? Okay, 88. I got to go. I got a podcast to do. Green light. You guys should subscribe to it. You can learn something about pass rushers. Good night, Madden. Listen to the full podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and other podcast streaming platforms. Wherever you want to get the podcast, you can get the podcast. Pretty simple. New episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. Podcasts get pretty wild. This is real tame.